for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Good news first on the roads this Songkran, and it's genuinely encouraging. Figures released today show that accidents, injuries and deaths are all down compared to last year during the first 6 days of the 7 Dangerous Days campaign. Across the country, just over 1,100 accidents were recorded between April 10th and the 15th. That's around a 20% drop. Fatalities also fell slightly, down 6.5%, with 216 lives lost and just over 1,000 people injured. Officials say increased enforcement, public awareness, and perhaps a little more caution from drivers this year are all playing a part. Today is the final day of the campaign, and authorities will be hoping that downward trend continues right through the holiday period. Now, from the roads to the skies, and a bit of a warning. The Thai Meteorological Department says parts of the northeast and eastern seaboard are at high risk of summer storms. Provinces including Amnat Charen, Surin, Sisaket and Ubon Ratchathani, along with Rayong, Chanthaburi and Trat, are all being told to stay alert. These aren't slow-moving systems either. Forecasters say storms could appear very suddenly, bringing heavy rain, strong winds and possible lightning before moving on just as quickly. And all this is happening against the backdrop of an ongoing heat wave, with temperatures in some areas still pushing well beyond 40 degrees. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Intense heat one moment and potentially stormy conditions the next. In more serious news, authorities are continuing to investigate a deeply troubling human trafficking case involving a Thai woman accused of recruiting women for massage parlors in Tokyo. The case has drawn particular attention after it emerged that one victim was just 12 years old at the time she was sent abroad. Prosecutors say both the recruiter and the operators in Japan were aware of her age, though the accused denies this, claiming she never verified the information. The girl eventually contacted immigration officials in Japan and was rescued before returning to Thailand, where her mother has since been arrested. The case is ongoing and has once again highlighted the darker side of overseas labour recruitment. On the border situation, the Royal Thai Navy has firmly denied rumours circulating online that checkpoints in Chanthaburi and Trat could be reopened. Officials say there is no such policy in place and no urgency to change the current position. They've stressed that border controls remain tight and will continue to be enforced under national security laws. Now, a change coming that could have a knock-on effect for many. From the 24th of this month, security guards across Thailand will officially be entitled to overtime pay. For years, they've fallen into something of a grey area, but that's now changing. Anything beyond an 8-hour shift will attract extra pay, and working on public holidays could see wages rise to 2.5 times the normal rate. Good news for the guards themselves, but the reality is those increased costs will likely be passed on to businesses and to residents in places like condominiums, where security is part of the service fee. And finally, back to something a little lighter. In Pattaya, Songkran is very much still in full swing. While most of the country begins to wind things down today, tourist areas here are stretching the celebrations right through the weekend. The water fights are continuing, the streets are busy, and yes, the old tradition of stopping the splashing at 6 p.m. seems to have been quietly ignored this year. For the most part, it's been all smiles, laughter, and a lot of soaped tourists, though, as always, there have been a few minor flare-ups, often fueled by heat and a bit too much to drink. But overall, the mood, very much festive. And just a quick reminder, from 6 this evening, Megan's What's On guide takes over from the news. You can listen via the apps at alwayspattaya.com. Your weather outlook. Hot, humid and bright. Highs around 35 degrees, dropping to 28 tonight. Humidity up to around 75%, so it's going to feel warmer than that. And while sunshine is the main story, do keep an eye on the skies for those sudden storm clouds. Stay safe on the roads, stay hydrated, and enjoy the rest of the long holiday weekend.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.